Welcome back to The Reset. I am Sean Tucker, human performance scientist and authority architect. We are here in the Living Lab documenting the science, the struggle, and the shift for every high performance dad and founder who is ready to bridge their gap between their ambition and their presence. Today, this is the thing that I'm going to lead with, and I want you to really listen to, because what it is I don't know. And it can be your greatest asset or it can be your greatest letdown. Let me explain why. I don't know is something that can both be liberating and absolutely entangling. The fact of the matter is, depending which philosophy you lean into, whether it's more Western philosophy or Eastern philosophy, I don't know, when you are brought up in a Western system, probably means that you are stupid, you're insecure, and you really need to know. You actually need to know. Because if you don't know something, it means you can actually become that fool that you probably are scared to be. Right? And all through school, the system of education, there's this almost requirement to know. You're tested on how much you know. And that is a massive fall down when you understand, well, in the East, looking at Eastern philosophy, especially in India, yoga culture, I don't know, is actually it's a liberating thing. So what I mean by that is, if you don't know something and you really are okay with, I don't know, there is a possibility of knowing. Because if you think you know something, it means you've drawn a conclusion. And this is, I think, a big fall down that we have in Western cultures is when you think you know something, you will try and prove that thing, even though it may be false. But if you lead with, I don't know, but I'm open to the possibility of knowing, it means that you're okay not knowing. And you're okay with being in that place of, I don't even know what's true anymore. And if I really apply this, I've been on my health journey for the last 15 years, 16 years actually now. And the more I learn about the body and the mind and how everything integrates and works together, the less I feel like I know. But the problem is, when you first start, you learn something, you apply it, and you start reaping the benefits of it. And you see it as like, it's a conclusion, like, you can't do this because this will happen. Well, actually, that's not how it works. Because for every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Meaning, if you really looked at the data, if you really looked at the research and the studies that were happening at the moment that they tested and found these results, how much was actually controllable? And how much was it actually just being observed? Coincidence, I guess you would call it. Or maybe a manifestation. Maybe a serendipitous moment, a synchronous moment where what they believed to be true became true. And this is such an interesting space because the more you know, the less you really know. And that's why I became okay with not knowing. So if you have a plan, well, forget the plan. Don't forget the goal. Keep working towards the goal and just adjust. Spoke about that many times on this podcast. Because it is really about philosophy. If you're stuck on having to know or thinking that you need to know something before you start getting movement towards or progress towards your goal, you need to think again. Keep moving your body, and just keep moving in that direction towards your goal. Because not knowing is so much more rewarding than thinking you know. And being attached to the thoughts around what you think you know, that's honestly what causes a lot of suffering. So if you prefer to be joyful and enjoying the process, maybe you can lean into not knowing, being okay with, I don't know, but I'm willing to find out. And I actually don't even know what works anymore. I don't know who's lying. I don't know who's telling the truth. But all I know is I'm becoming more conscious in this process of not knowing. If you want to become more conscious, give it a shot. That brings us to the end of the episode of The Reset. If you have found value in it, share it with one person. If you want to stop being a passenger in your own life and start being the architect of your legacy, make sure you comment the word reset and I'll send you the 7-day integrity reset. Remember, most people wait for their life to change. We are the ones who architect our choices. Change your state, choose how you show up. I am Sean Tucker. I will see you in the next one.